Hello, and today is the final lesson on immigration. Um, we've covered all sorts of different things about immigration, but one of the things we want to make sure we focus on are, as I mentioned at the end of Rivka, the challenges are just beginning when immigrants arrive in America. I mean, we saw in Rivka all the challenges in getting here, but there were many challenges faced along the way. Now, I'm going to divide this probably into two videos, one for the top part and one for the bottom part, and make this a 2-day assignment. All right. The biggest one for many immigrants upon arrival is we know that there was what pulled some of the pull factors, and that for many immigrants, their expectations of what they think they're going to find here are not met. There was actually for a while, people would arrive from Europe and expect to find the streets paved with gold, because what they had heard was a lot of success stories. You know, the story of the person who arrived here with nothing and made themselves into a very wealthy person. Those are the stories that would travel back to Europe. One of my favorites, if any of you have seen American Tail, it's an immigration story that uses mice as characters, and they have one of the songs in the movie is "There's no cats in America and the streets are paved with cheese." Just this expectation of how great everything was going to be. Many immigrants struggle with poverty and some of the other issues we're going to mention below. And they do not only do they not have wealth, they really struggle. Now, what does happen is you do have this idea of some of them are able to, rags being poverty. There's not many rags to riches stories, but there is one of those kind of rags to respectability, where their money situation gets better. And then, though this can sometimes take generations. So the parents oftentimes will tell you in immigrant stories that their lives probably got worse when they left their home countries and came here. But their children had the opportunity to go to school, get an education, learn more about how to fit in the culture, and then later on, money situations, it's better. And again, there are lots and lots of stories of people who have gotten out of poverty, but it's tough for everybody, but it's really tough if you're not from here. Now, some of the cultural challenges: how much of the old culture to keep and hold on to, and how much should people Americanize? This is a very difficult question when people arrive, and we're going to get into that a little bit when we get into the generations and some of the stages, because this is not the same for every kid. You have a situation of, what do we hold on to and what do we let go? And the country itself has dictated that at times as well. If you go back to the time of Ellis Island, and there was a lot of negativity with being an immigrant, so there was a lot of pressure to Americanize. In fact, you probably have heard this. Many families actually changed their name so that it wouldn't sound foreign, so that it wouldn't sound like an immigrant name anymore. And then you have the people struggling with that, of their old culture matters to them, and they don't want to get rid of that either. So, simple things like finding a house, a job, getting a driver's license, and just think of pretty much all of the different routines of things that people have to do. There's no one to show you And then oftentimes language issues can get really tough. Simple things like, when you get an apartment, that you have to have a lease and you have to understand what the rules are and when is the money owed and who pays for the utilities, and when you have a job, are you being paid properly? Are you being paid fairly? Are you being given overtime when you're supposed to? All of those things that they have to adjust to. You saw in the book the use of the term greenhorn, but that was between two siblings kind of joking with each other. But there were a lot of people that would look to take advantage of the fact that immigrants upon arrival are, first of all, they're not used to any of this, and second of all, they have the challenge of who do they go to if they're getting cheated? Do they, if your landlord charges you too much rent, do you go to the police? Probably not. What's the organization you need to find? Those are all very difficult. And then you also have this kind of generational challenge of, as kids and parents adjust to the new culture differently, it adds to family conflict. And again, conflicts between kids and parents are as old as the old Stone Age, probably. Kids and parents not agreeing on rules and how things should be done, and oh my gosh, mom or dad, I don't want to be seen with you at the mall, or whatever the situation is. Those things are magnified tremendously when you are in a situation with immigration. And in looking at my clock here, I think I have time, so I think I will just go ahead and never mind. I'm gonna scrap that idea. So I'm gonna do a second video that tackles the bottom of this. The two videos together and a set of questions will be your assignment for at the end of the day Thursday. All right.